Guys, do you ever struggle to stay focused? Maybe you find yourself procrastinating throughout the day. Because I've done it too, and I have found the secret weapon to kick that habit, Thesis. Thesis is a brain-boosting supplement made with natural ingredients, proven to speed up mental activation, sharpen focus, and help you to power through your to-do list. I'm a busy guy, but Thesis has been a game changer for me. It keeps me energized, focused, and present, especially when I got a lot of things on my plate. Here's how it works. First, take a 3-minute quiz at takethesis.com. Thesis will then match you with a nootropic blend that fits your brain chemistry. Thesis offers 6 unique blends to help you find the best fit for you. Clarity, creativity, logic, energy, motivation, and confidence. You're going to start with a starter kit of 4 blends to test over 4 weeks. This will help you find the one that makes you feel the most productive and balanced. I found that clarity and energy are the blends for me. My favorite part about Thesis is all of their products are non-GMO, vegan, and gluten-free, so you can feel confident that what you're putting in your body is clean and safe. For a limited time, you can save $60 on your first subscription order if you use the code Chael. Head to takethesis.com and use the promo code Chael. Maximize your mind with Thesis today. Do you guys know Problemo? Fighter by the name of Ferreira. Do you know him? Okay. So I get out to Florida and I'm going to do a PFL press conference, and this was right after the acquisition where PFL absorbed Bellator. So it's a pretty big deal. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of information surrounding this, not to mention it is one heck of a card, but they're going to put PFL versus Bellator. The best versus the best. Like, we're actually going to get an answer of who was better instead of just having to debate it, like, say, Pride in UFC. Like, all the pieces are there. And when we get out, I am the guy after the introduction of the press conference that's going to be in the middle for the weigh-ins, right? Like, you know the guy that's always standing there, the Dana White role, just in case Dana's got to give him, say, hey, guys, that's it. You know, you kind of tell the guys, turn this way, you guys face each other. Okay, guys, beat it, the next guys are coming up. But you're up there, and you're kind of a maestro to a degree. Like, they are going to quit staring at each other once you tell them, once you direct and bring the next guys up. Okay, great, I'm just sharing with you this role. Now, Ferreira is going to take on Bader. I had never met Ferreira. I knew he called himself Problemo, which means problem, right? I know I'm stating the obvious, but this is all I know. So I'm now in the middle, and I had seen him, sure, I never met him, I had seen him. I'm a good 20 yards away, maybe closer to 15. He's seated, got a pair of sunglasses on. All right, he's working some kind of a gimmick. Big guy, got like a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but you hear that he's working pretty hard. He's pretty curious. He's a real up-and-coming pupil out at ATT, right? So Bader's coming on stage. It's time for these guys to face off. They're going to be the main event. Well, I know Bader a decade, so I'm in the middle. Bader's coming up. I'm facing him. And I greet him. And it's a handshake. And, hey, it's great to see you. Now, Ferreira has come. So I turned to Ferreira. Oh, my God, I was spooked. This is one of the biggest men I have ever seen. I'm facing Bader. I've never seen this guy. He's wearing sunglasses and he's sitting down. It doesn't give you a great feel. I turn. I could not believe it. I could not believe how tall. I could not believe how imposing. I could not believe how big this man was. Ryan Bader is a big guy. Ryan Bader is an All-American heavyweight. Ryan Bader, at the time of this story, is the reigning world champion heavyweight who did not look small against Matt Mitrione, who did not look small against Fedor Emelianenko, right? He belongs at heavyweight. Oh my goodness. This guy, this Ferreira, was so much bigger. And then when that fight actually happened, Ferreira versus Bader, it was kind of tough on the audience because you're looking at them and you're going, wow, Bader, what incredible courage you have to spot a younger, unknown monster, 40 pounds. It was just one of these interesting things. And the fight did not last long. Problemo came as advertised. He's a problemo. Francis Ngannou was in the front row. And Francis Ngannou had been announced by the PFL that he would take on the winner of Ryan Bader and Ferreira. So when it becomes Fajera, Francis stands up. I'm on the commentating team. I'm thinking this is great news, right? We're over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and I'm getting ready for Francis to walk around and get into the cage, and we're going to have our first ever face-off. And I'm very curious about this because Francis is a very big man, but he doesn't seem as big as Problemo. I believe Problemo goes 6'8" just for height reasons, so a face-off between these two is really going to tell a story. Francis, I believe, gets billed at 6'4". I think he's just a little bit under that, but I wanted to see these guys face off. Francis got his ass up. He walked around near the door. He just kept on walking. He went on to the back. He never got in that ring. He never did a face-off. So the closest that they've come is a press conference that's going on right now. And Problemo, second language is English, and he's pretty far behind. I have visited and talked to him. He could understand me, but we still needed an interpreter. So he's working on it. But he's still speaking through an interpreter. Now, Francis has had a very rough year. Francis' boxing career came to an end, or at least the hype and the excitement around his boxing career came to an end when he got in there with Anthony Joshua. And Francis lost a child. And that's a very tough subject. That's very, very tough stuff. I went through the same thing. I lost a child. So it's a very rare club. But I'm in that club with him. And the slightest mention of something like that will have an effect. It will have an effect on you, and you can't get around it. It's not a human nature of a be stronger, be tougher, as it call it. It will have an effect on you. I'll leave it at that, but it will. Problemo at today's press conference, and guys, this is about 8 minutes ago, through an interpreter, told Francis, you have had a hard year. I am aware of your problems and your struggles, and that's very tough, but the toughest thing you're going to have this year is me. And if you ever weren't interested in that fight, I tell you that story because I firmly believe you are now.